Morning class 11. Welcome back once again. In continuation with the chapter Measures of Dispersion, where in my previous video I've explained you how to calculate quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation by individual series. So today you will be learning to calculate quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation by discrete series. So let's get started, children. If you see over here, a data has been taken from which we are going to calculate the quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation. The formulas remain same as already been discussed in the previous video. So if you see over here, the data has been given of around, let's say, 199 workers of a factory, and it's a data on the daily wages of these workers. And now we are going to find the quartile and coefficient of quartile deviation. So if you see, the wages are been given as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. And the number of workers in each wages been written. That means around rupees 10, 2 workers get 28, 30 around 20, then 40 around 35, 50, 42, 60 wages get 20 workers, 70 around 28, 80, 26, 90, 16 and 100 2. Now if you see, I have drawn a table with 3 columns. On the first column we have wages, next is a frequency, and next is a cumulative frequency. Now you all are familiar with the frequency and cumulative frequency because we are doing from so many days. So wages I have written on the left hand side, and after wages the next column is a frequency as I have copied, which has been given the data. Now the very first thing what we have to do over here on a discrete series, we have to convert this frequency into a cumulative frequency. Now children, you all are familiar how to convert frequency in cumulative frequency. What you all have to do is you have to keep on adding the frequency. So if you see, the first one is 2, so I have written cumulative frequency as 2, and then after that 2 plus 8 is 10, then 10 plus 20, that comes to 30, then 30 plus 35, 65, then 65 plus 42, 107, then 107 plus 20, 127, then 127 plus 28 comes to 155, then 155 plus 26, that comes to 181, then 181 plus 16, that comes to 197, 197 plus 2, that comes to 199. Now children, what you have to do, the next thing is you add all the frequencies together. I told you before also that the frequencies, the total of the frequency will be the last value of the cumulative frequency. See, our total frequency is 199 and that comes 199 because we have added all the frequencies together. Now what we'll do, as you all know, to find out the quartile deviation, first you have to find out quartile 1 and quartile 3. So we'll come with the first quartile 1, which the formula is size of n plus 1 upon 4th item. So Q1 size of n already we have calculated is 199. So 199 plus 1 upon 4th item, and 199 plus 1, that comes to 200. If you divide 200 from 4, you get 50th item. So children, that 50th item you have to see that it comes in which frequency. So if you see, the 50th lies first of all in the 65 cumulative frequency. I have drawn a box in 65 because you have to find that 50 in the cumulative frequency and it comes in the 65 of the series. So the wage which is corresponding to 65th cumulative frequency is 40. Can you see? It's rupees 40. 65 just in front of it's rupees 40. So our quartile 1 will be 40. Right? Now you are going to find quartile 3. The formula goes like this: size of 3 n plus 1 upon 4th item. Size of 3 n is 199 plus 1 4th item, you get 200 upon 4. Before 200 upon 4 you have 3, so you multiply 3 with that and you get the quartile 3 to be as 150th item. Now children, 150th item, if you find in the cumulative frequency, that falls in 155, right? Now this, if you see, the corresponding wage to 155th cumulative frequency is 70, and that is why I have written Q3, that is quartile 3, to be as 70. Now we are going to find out quartile deviation. The formula goes like this: QD equals to Q3 minus Q1 upon 2. So we got our quartile 3 to be 70 minus quartile 1 as 40 divided by 2. 70 minus 40 is 30 divided by 2, and you get your quartile deviation to be as 15. Then the coefficient of quartile deviation, the formula you know very well, that is quartile 3 minus quartile 1 upon quartile 3 plus quartile 1. So quartile 3 is 70 minus quartile 1 is 40 upon 70 plus 40. 70 minus 40 is 30. 70 plus 40 is 110. So if you divide 30 from 110, your coefficient of quartile deviation comes to 0.27. So children, this is how you can find out quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation by discrete series. You just have to remember one thing, that you need to convert the frequency into a cumulative frequency. Now next is we'll be doing how to calculate the deviation and the quartile deviation by frequency distribution series. If you see, again a data has been given. From that data we are going to find out quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation. Now here you have to remember there are certain important things which are there in frequency distribution series. So I'm going to keep on telling you as we are going to do it. So the data is of about the age of the years between 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, and 80 to 100. And the number of persons who fall in the age group of 0 to 20 is 4, 20 to 40 is 10, 40 to 60 is 15, 60 to 80 is 20, and 80 to 100 is 11. Now I plot all this data into a table that has 3 columns. On the left hand side I have taken age, then frequency, and then cumulative frequency. Age, that is what I have taken: 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, and 80 to 100. Frequency I have copied down as 4, 10, 15, 20, and 11. Now you know very well how to convert this frequency into cumulative frequency. 4, then 4 plus 10, 14, then 14 plus 15, that comes to 29, then 29 plus 20, that comes to 49, then 49 plus 11, that comes to 60, right? Now children, very important thing. First we are going to find out quartile 1, and the formula you know very well, that is Q1 equals to size of. Now over here remember, in frequency distribution series the formula for Q1 is n upon 4, not n plus 1 upon 4 as we were doing in individual series and discrete series. In frequency it will be n upon 4th item. The size of n is 60. If you add all the frequency together you will get 60 only. So 60 upon 4th item, if you divide 60 from 4 you get 15th item. Now when you get this 15th item, so children, this 15th item, it lies in the group of 40 to 60. I have drawn a box and a rectangle for you. Now why I have drawn this, the reason is because under frequency distribution series we have another formula for finding out Q1 once we find out this size of 15th item, and that formula is Q1 equals to L1 plus n upon 4 minus CF upon F into I, where CF is cumulative frequency, F is frequency, and I is the difference between the age group. That is the difference between 40 and 60, right? L1 is the lower limit. So you will put the values Q1 equals to lower limit. If you see, because ours was the 15th item, 15th item lies in the group of 40 to 60. I have drawn a rectangle. So our lower limit is 40 plus n upon 4, already we have found out, that is 15, minus your cumulative frequency will be which one? It will be 14. Remember the previous one we take. So 15 minus 14 upon F, your frequency is 15 into I. I is the difference between the age group. So if difference between 40 and 60 is 20. So Q1 equals to 40 plus 15 minus 14, 1 upon 15 to 20, and Q1 gets 40 plus 1.33, and you get a Q1 of 41.33, right? Now the next thing is we'll find out Q3 also like this. Size of 3 n upon 4th item, size of 3 n is 60 upon 4th. So that comes to 180 upon 4, and if you divide 180 from 4 you get your Q3 size to be as 45th item. Now children, again you need to find out this 45th item which lies actually in the age group of, that is 60 to 80, right? So we'll put the values again in the formula. Q3 equals to L1 plus 3 n upon 4 minus CF upon F into I, where your L1 is now how much? 60. I have drawn a rectangle if you see, plus already we have taken out which is n upon 4 which is 45, minus your cumulative frequency is the previous one, you remember that if your previous will be 29. Again I have drawn a box over there, and that comes to Q3 equals 60 plus 45 minus 29 is 16 upon 20 into 20. Your 20 and 20 is been cancelled, so you get Q3 equals to 60 plus 16, that comes to 76. So now we have got the value of quartile 1 and quartile 3. Quartile 1 already we have got 41.33 and quartile 3 is 76. Now we are going to put these values into the formula of quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation. So your quartile deviation is Q3 minus Q1 upon 2. Your QD is Q3 is 76 minus Q1 is 41.33 divided by 2. You get 34.67. And when you divide 34.67 from 2, you get your quartile deviation to be as 17.34, that is 34. Similarly, coefficient of quartile deviation, the formula is Q3 minus Q1 upon Q3 plus Q1. So Q3 76 minus Q1 41.33 upon 76 plus 41.33, that comes to 34.67 upon 117.33. So if you divide 34.67 from 117.33, your coefficient of quartile deviation comes to 0.30. So children, this is how you can calculate quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation by frequency distribution series. All you have to remember the formula, right? The formula which changes in frequency distribution series, which was not same, which is actually not same, which was in discrete series and individual series.